which I think we might see here against
the point Vivo Keystar.
Puck already
here.
Yeah, it can be
what the fuck?
is needed for their team.
ဟွာကြိုက်နိုင်ပန်တာလို့ပွဲရဟွာကြမှာမနေ့က
The only problem is that picking puck when you see two players range
ကြည့်လို့ကောင်းပါမလား
a little bit
ဘယ်တော့ကြည့်ရဆောင်းနေကွာဆက်တယ်ကွာ
တန်ဒရာတို့ပွဲရရောက်မနေ့9ပွဲလေအစောကြီးတော့ပွဲရနော်
on the side of Vivo Keystar because that's carry that he plays. But having him on something very skirmishy, something that's a little bit more elusive, I think lends itself quite well to the way that they've been playing recently. And it also gives you all of this maneuverability. Skirmish has very low cooldowns, very slippery, and then you pair that up with like the bristle. If they activate these three heroes together, or including the Tusk, it looks super good. It gives a lot of space to Costa whenever they end up picking for it. They've removed a few things here. Picked up, so
yeah, LGD also play it. Doom comes in though. Okay, a little bit of a
ဖတ်တူကြီးကွာပွဲရ
pick here. We haven't seen a whole lot of Doom, but it works really well against Bristleback. All the Bristlebacks we've seen lately with that Bloodstone build just healing like crazy. Doom can cover that since you cannot heal comes out. Could be a fantastic target. And of course later on in the game, AoE Doom against Puck and Tusk is just wonderful.
that is true. It is
ကောင်းရဲ့ချောင်းဆွဲတယ်အစပြတာ
pick.
ချောင်းဆွဲ
So got a strong lineup coming out from the side of LGD. So what are we looking now in terms of laning, do you think, when we look at what they've brought out? Are we still thinking that's going to be a nothing to say with that Earthshaker? I feel like that's not the most comfortable matchup for him in the mid lane.
It's pretty good actually. I think Shaker's completely fine against Puck here. Damage to
မြန်မာညီမတွေကပင်တမွေးမအောင်မချောင်းပြားနေအောင်ပြေးနေပြအဲ့လိုလိုတရုပ်ဆိုင်ရမလို့ကပင်ကိုခွာမကြိုက်
to play this as an offlane Doom.
အားလုံးငါလုပ်ပြီးတယ်ငါသလုံးလုံးလေ
See what Bams Vivo are gonna get rid of here because I still am missing, that big carry to set this all up. So they get rid of Naga for the Naga Sleep into Phoenix Egg combination, which is really, really good. Also a great way to catch and deal with Puck is sleeping him and then ensnaring him during the sleep.
This is curious too because they banned out the Dark Seer over on the side of LGD. So are they thinking that perhaps they're going to move one of these other heroes to that safe lane?
Yeah, they're thinking that this is going to be a carry Bristle, which is definitely a possibility. Bristle lanes pretty well against Doom. But it's curious to see because I'm thinking that how Keystars play an offlane Bristle.
I do too. I feel like this is going to be an FCR.
မပြပန်းလို့တော့ကွာ
But again, they
ကဘွားတာပစ်တာ
I'm sure
စ
that
ပေါ်
they
ရင်ဖုန်းမဟုတ်တော့ဘူးတော့
everybody's got analysts and
Approval
coaches right now. You've got Shao 8 over on the side of LGD. They've got D-Flash on the side of Vivo. So there could be a missing piece that we just aren't aware of, right?
Yeah, also banning out the Darkseer here kind of telegraphs that, they're worried about the AoE combos for sure, but it's also about laning. Like, the biggest focus here is who do they want to lane against or not lane against, and there is going to be something that they want against Darkseer or Wraithing, which makes sense here for the Luna.
I mean, we talked about that. We thought that could be a highly contested hero, especially with the way that they have removed so many of these other safe lane cores.
မိကပါဘွားတာမြက်လားဟုတ်ပါ
Take
ဟုတ်
with
အေး
change
ဘော
on
ကလေ
for the
ဒါပေမဲ့
lanes,
အဲ့
right?
တော့တကောင်တော့ကေရီအရင်သွားနေတာအပေါ်မှာခရီးကြဘယ်လိုကြား
Feels absolutely
မဟုတ်
amazing.
အဲ့ပြောမဟုတ်ဘူး NG ဝဲပြောတာဟာ
Late game art carries that Shiro tends
Can
to
I-
အဲ့ဝါတာပစ်ထားတယ်ကောဝါတာပစ်
ကေရီပြပါမယ်ဒီပိုးတွေက
a rampage
Keep up the
in the replay that I was watching
က
earlier.
လူနာရဲ့မွာတာရဲ့
He
ဒွန်းရဲ့ရှိတ်ကရဲ့ဖိနေရဲ့အဲ့ဒါမွာတာမစ်လာတော့တယ်
very, very good at playing this.
What a mid.
TA comes
Again.
အေးအဲ့သူညာဘာမွာတာစပ်ဖို့တော့မဟုတ်တော့ဘာလို့
You don't
Shake-
sound impressed.
shake ကမကြီးမထောက်လားအဲ့လိုထောက်လားနည်းနည်းပါလေ
LGD, and I think this is going to be a bit of a
ကြောက်
difficult
နားလေးတို့စီကမင်းမလားအဲ့ဆိုရင်ရှိတ်ကမင်းဟာ
being able to
တ
burst
ကယ်
out,
လည်းပြောရအဲ့ဘွာတာစစ်
the
တုံးထားတဲ့
refraction
ချိန်
burst
မှာ
off.
ဒီလေးပဲပေးလိုက်တော့ဘာ break လိုက်တယ်ရှင်းရှင်းပဲချုပ်ထားလိုက်ဘောဝေးအဲ့ကောင်ကြီးပြရအောင်ဆိုးတယ်
The idea is
ဒါပေမဲ့ BKB ပါလိုက်မလွယ်ဘူးကွာအဲ့ကောင်ကြီးနေ speed nullifier နဲ့လည်းကွာသိလား nullifier နဲ့လည်းဖျက်လို့မရဘူးကွာသိလား
offlaners like Doom doesn't really
အဲ့ငါစဉ်းစားကွာ
overall in
ငါ
lane
စောက်
stage.
က nullifier နဲ့ဖျက်လို့ရမယ်ထင်လို့ငါစနက်နဲ့တော့ငါဖျက်တယ်လုံးဝမရဘူး
But there is a big concern
Yeah,
for me
but they don't
playing
have-
TA into this Luna with the
Eh,
Glaze,
Gabi.
you got the Doom later on, which
ပြော
becomes
ပြောမယ်သူ
annoying.
ကဒီစီပဲပေးပြီး
And
BKB
stuff like
တဲ့လားဒီကင်းနဲ့တွဲတော့တော့ဘာမှလုပ်လို့မရတော့
အေးဘီကမေတွဲတော့ရင်ကိုတို့ထားရမှာမဟုတ်ပြေးกว่าသိတာသူ့စကန်
ထားလို့ရလား
Keystars want to play aggressive, gank
ဘယ်လိုမှတော့ဒီကောင်းစီတီကိုရှင်းပြလို့မရဘူး
the ones to
Okay.
really hit the pedal to the metal when they hit the Aghanim's Bristle back time here.
ဒါမဲ့တိုင်သိလားဘလိန်မင်းတို့ပါလို့လေဝါတာစစ်ကြီးနဲ့ဘလိန်မင်းနဲ့ခံလို့ဆိုဝါတာတွေကောင်းတာပြန်ထောက်လို့ရတယ်ဘာလဲဆိုတော့ဒီကောင်းရင်ရှက်ကွာဒီကောင်းရင်ရှက်က30ရာခိုင်နှုန်း magic ဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲ light စီးတက်တာကွာဒီကောင်း magic ဆိုတော့လုံးဝကြောင်းကြောင်းနဲ့တန်းတက်မရောတော့
Are we feeling confident or does LGD just feel very, very strong and moving out of
စပယ်
that?
လိုက်ကြည့်တဲ့ကောင်းလေးပဲဝင်လေ
I think
ဟုတ်လေ
LGD
ဒီကောင်းတာတိုင်ရတော့ဒီကောင်းပြတာတဲ့
team
ရှင်း
fights
ပြလို့ရတာ
in the draft, and that could spell some trouble here for Keystars
Yeah, but
because
I don't get what.
LGD are a tough
ဝိရောက်တာဆိုပြီး
not
တော့
to
ဒီ
crack
ကောင်း
when they
ပြ
start
တာ
going
ဒါပေမဲ့
together
တော့တော့
and
အဲ့
go
ကောင်
for
ဟော
objectives. They're really, really good about how they
ဒီ
play.
ကောင်းပြပြတော့ဒီ
So
ကောင်းထိပြီး
Keystars, they really got to split push a lot. This lineup, it can do it, but it's also risky to split
Yeah,
against
because
the
that's why
Shaker,
I don't know,
Doom,
yeah.
you know, even Murta. You can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
with
yeah.
these heroes. So I'm a little bit worried
Yeah,
for
Prodan
them. I think
had
the LGD got the
Hey,
upper
hold
bit
it,
in the
Prodan
draft
had
here. But we'll see. I mean, King
Oh,
Jungle
no, no,
impressed me
no, no.
before with its Nature's Prophet.
ပြန်လာမယ်တော့ပြော
Definitely. It's going to be an exciting
She
game
right, the bar
number
there.
one. As you can see, all these players, they're ready. They're looking
ကဲ
calm.
နေ
They're
နေ
looking
ကောင်ဒီလေး
confident. And
Yeah,
definitely going to
go,
be
the
seeing
relay.
a bloodbath, I have a feeling, as we get into the game.
Twitch ကနေကြည့်မှာပါမင်း
အေးခုက Twitch ကို
We'll see
Just
Keystars
got it.
head out and LGD rushing.
ဘောက
down.
ဒိုတာနေကွာအဲ့ဒီကြည့်လို့ရတော့
We'll
လေ
see Keystars again doing what they have been doing a
အခု
lot.
တော့ကြည့်လို့ရတယ်
This surprises me.
Twitch
You
ကနေ
know,
သွားရှိုးလာမယ်
you
Energy,
don't
huh?
TP out for double wards when they just profit, and you
Twitch,
also
Twitch,
don't use a smoke. We've seen this from Keystars before,
Oh,
like
blood boy.
twice I think in the group stage, where they just don't prioritize getting the wards down under smoke.
I was surprised. I was wondering because sometimes the teams go for a late smoke where they walk out and then they take their time. But yeah, they just consistently they're kind of greedy with the way that they like to play. Every other
They
team that we've
know.
seen.
They know where Tia is. They had a ward, saw her run up and meld, so now they can go on her.
Let's break the smoking
ဝါတာမြက်
jungles.
ဘာကြပြည့်တယ်
Down.
ရင်းဝဲ
Pressure already being placed on Coast.
ဘာလဲမဘော
Too
ဘ
much
လို့ပြဖို့ရ
ပြည့်ကြီးအော်ဝါတယ်
They're gonna see if they can finish off FCR. And he is tanky,
Obi,
but they
sorry,
have plenty
no.
of lockdown. So
ဒီပွဲကြည့်ကောင်းမလားတော့ကြည့်ကောင်းညမ
get
ကောင်းမယ်
themselves some bounty runes.
ဝဲ
ဟိုကကောင်က
Man, I'm just not.
Y'all don't be
working
out.
this no smoke,
Easy
no
out,
TP,
man.
and Fury and stuff.
Really,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say it. It's not worth,
အဲ့
man.
ဟိုကျွန်တော်အဲ့လိုပါတော့စပရစ်တီအိုင်တော့လေဒီကောင်ဘယ်သူမှသိအပ်ဖဲတော့
It's terrible. Of course, they're gonna deny the ward afterwards because it was obvious that they saw the TA go invis. But great play by LGD again.
တကယ် offlane breaker တကယ် strong လဲဆိုတာအကင်ကြည့်အောင်မလားဒီဘွဲဘွဲ
ကောင်း
A
တယ်
little
ဒါ
bit
ဘူးရ
of
ပါ
skirmishing over
တ
here
ကယ်ကျဲ
again.
မင်းဟိုကောလက်ကစောင်းလဲဆော့တာကွာပွဲလဲဆော့တာရော breaker ကို
Just put a
ဟို
little
တကယ်ကျဲတယ်ဟိုဒီကောင်ကကွာဒီဝေးတိုက်ထွက်ပြေးဝေးတိုက်ထွက်ပြေးအဲ့
It's
တောက်
gonna
လို့
be
ပဲ
pretty
တော့
difficult for them.
စောင်းရဲအားတော့ပဲတယ်မှာသိရ
Toast of
တ
those
ကယ်
gonna try to assist, and there it is.
Ah,
There
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
A redemption
အဲ့
kill.
အဲ့ဟောင်း
Planet
ဒီ
now on
ဒီ
the
ဘိ
run.
ကို
We'll
ဒီ
have that
ဒီရ
spell
ဆိုတာ
for
ပူ
a
တော်ကျဲ
second.
သေး
I'm
တယ်ရ
not sure if King Jungle's
အဲဘယ်လို
ဘိကိုဒီပတ်တော့အရေးပတ်ကသူဒီရဆိုတာပူကျဲတယ်အရေးပတ်ကဒါပေမဲ့အခုလေအဲ့လိုဆိုးလို့ရ
Every single bouncer
It
into
was-
dire as a
ဒီပါအဲ့
massive
တိုက်
damage
တယ်
to have in
ဘာ
store.
တိုက်တယ်စစ်တော့တယ်
You
ဝီ
know,
ကွဲကြောင်း
looking
ဘာ
at
တိုက်
the
စစ်
already
တော့
on the
ကောင်းတယ်
heroes
ဘယ်က
before
ဘီကီ
lanes
ဗီ
even
တော့
start,
ပါတော့
it's
ကောင်းတယ်
absurd the difference.
ဝီကွဲကြောင်းတယ်
All right, this mid matchup, I
Mm.
think it's going to be a bit tough
Ooh,
for
where did that
Catalan.
is?
Nothing to
Ooh,
say.
no, no, what, what,
Very,
we got all
very well
yours.
known, excellent player, one of the top ones.
အေးအဲ့ဒါဘေး
I think that
အဲ့ဗီ
Alan
ဒီယို
has
တော့
his
ကျွန်တော်ကအဲ့လို
work
ထပ်
cut
တော့
out
သေ
for
ရော
him
ရ
there.
ကဲရ
Yeah, at least he did.
Well, okay,
get forced to
okay,
skip for
that's
sure
it,
because of
yeah.
the one fight, so doesn't have the
too bad,
early enchant
yeah.
totem aftershock here.
So,
So
အဲ့ဒါ
giving
ရ
him
ဘေး
a little
ဒီ
bit
မှာ
of
ဒီကောင်ကဝါ
a
တော့
chance here on mid, and
တ
also
ကယ်
no
သူကပါ
first
လေ
blood was given
ပြ
to
လုံးနဲ့ဆို
Shaker,
တယ်ဘေး
but
ဘီကီဖောက်
yeah,
တော့
for
ဘေး
sure
တော့ဆူ
Shaker
တယ်
does pretty well in this lane.
အမေဘိုင်ပွဲကြည့်နေ
All right, so talk me
Ah,
Angie
through
Lee.
this, Wagga.
ဘွဲပဲ
What
ကြီး
are we going to be
Angie.
seeing? What do
The
we
worst is out,
expect
below
to
now.
see?
ဘာမှမသိဘူးငါမျိုးဘယ်ကကြည့်နေလဲ
For
လိုက်ချာ
Keystars is the lane that has to
အန်
win.
ဂျီဒီဝက်စီတာ
The TA needs
မနေ့ကလိုက်ပွဲမနေ့ကလိုက်ပွဲ၄ပွဲ
ဝါဒီ
အပွဲ
နဲ့
have
တောင်
some
ဖူး
good
နဲ့ပွဲ
counter
တို
play
င်
with Scorched Earth and double.
ပြောရင်တော့နဲ့ဝတိုင်းကြည့်တာဘယ်ပွဲလဲမသိ
Pretty good here for LGD.
အန်ဂျီဒီကကောင်လာတယ်အစားတောက်နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ညီးတာ
The top lane felt like they were
Huh?
being
Hey,
bristleback
hey,
pretty
yeah,
hard.
I'll play that.
FCR have to walk away earlier on.
အစားတောက်နဲ့ကွာကျွေးတာတီအိုင်တွဲမှာကျွေးတာအစားတောက်နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးဟောပြောတာ
တယောက်ရဲ့ဝက်တွေကတည်းအဲ့တယောက်ဘာလူ
When
ရဲ့
do
ဗီ
we
ဒီယိုမှာ
see
တွေ့တယ်
this
ဆိုတာ
really activating up here?
hot dog LGD
Yeah,
ကို
the way
စွန်လာ
top
ပြ
lane is
ဟ hot
going,
dog
I mean, LGD don't want it to activate. They want
အတီးရွက်တွေပဲကျွေးလို့ရအောင်ဟောခီးနေကောင်းနေမယ်မေးနေ
This lane is the ball.
poster vibe တွေပါအဲ့ဟွာကောင်းနေမှာ
ပြအတီးရွက်တွေပဲကျွေးလို့ကွာ
Luna is
ပြအ
having
တီးရွက်
very,
အကျွေးရ
very
လေပဲ
tough time.
ဟိုလောက်တာအဲ့အကြောင့်ခီးနေ
မရိုင်းတော့ဟုတ်တယ်
အဲ့
Still struggling a bit to.
အဲ့ဆောက်လေးမလား poster vibe တွေပါလို့ဆိုတာ
And as that happens, we
အဲ့
get
ဒီ
the
လူနာလောက်ကြ
the
တယ်
first
လူ
blood
နာ
on
ရှက်
King
ကို
Jungle. So that is
ဘတ်ပေးတာ
very good start here for LGD.
လူနာရှက်ဝင်
ဟာငါထင်တော့ဒီ TR
damage
spirit တော့ပဲနဲ့တူပါ
Gonna get a very nice
တော့ spirit ကတကယ်ကိုကောင်းခုချိန်ကြီးနဲ့လုံးဝမိုက်တော့
price ကဆောင်းနေကွာ
on the Luna.
အဲ့ပိတ်သွားသေးရော
Harassment going on in the top lane. Hero is stuck in between them and not going to be able to get that denial. Why you
Price
smile?
was someone there.
Now forced underneath the
It was
tower.
block
They don't
on.
have the sprout. Looks
Go
like
no,
they're
yeah,
not
what?
going to go enforce this. They're happy with
ဘာ
the
ဒါနဲ့ဗာနေရ
And
မှာ
that's the power of the nature's prophet. Once he gets that teleport, and I love the way
Huh?
he does this. He does this super
Huh?
early.
ဒါနဲ့ဗာနေရဒါမှလားဒါကြီးရမှာ
ဘလို့ဓာတ်ဓာတ်ကြီးရမှာလဲ
Needed
I don't know.
some space.
အေးဓာတ်လို့ပါ
Moves. I mean, that was just
Ah,
I mean-
unfortunate
yeah.
well for Shiro there. He quelling bladed a tree, but the neutrals immediately filled the gap, so he couldn't sneak out. So the sprout had full duration and he was
last
back
area
by two,
နည်း
of
ဆုံး
these
ခမင်းပိုက်
pipelines,
တဲ့စား
so that just slowed him down.
အုပ်စုလိုက်ဆိုင်တော့ကောင်းတော့
Thought he was gonna be fine.
ages နဲ့
Confirmed, you know,
Oh,
they're
sound
going
random.
for cute stars here. They paid him off early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
သလုံးပြတ်တဲ့စား
Picked the wrong tree there.
တော့ ages တဲ့စားပါထမင်း
အော်ပါတာလီပဲဟိုဟာ
From the mid
ရန်
lane,
ကုန်ရောက်ပါ
not a
ရောက်တယ်
huge
ဒီကောင်ဖဲ
difference here,
တ
but
နစ်ချာ
Chamber is, as expected, leading the way a little bit in CS.
Yeah,
Puck is
yeah,
doing
I do.
completely okay.
I'm curious too. Like we've talked about this in the past. We
Ah,
know that
yeah.
around the minute 6
Ah,
or
oh,
so,
you
we
don't do it, but about
start
that,
to see
yeah,
these
yeah,
rotations.
leave out
Are
that.
we going to be seeing
ငါအမေတိတ်ရအောင်ဒီကတော့အောင်သေးတယ်တော့
very
ထုတ်ပြီးတော့
early
လာကြ
rotations? Are we going to see them start to rotate around that 5?
လေးပါတော့
အော်ဒီကပူယူတာပေါ့ကွာ
LGD
အဲ့တော့
like
မရတော့
making
တော့က
5
လည်း
minute
ဒီကြာ
rotations
ရွာ
as well. Like for a very long time, Dota.
ခေါင်းတယ်မဲလေးတော့တကယ်တော့
We need to be there for the
ခေါင်းတယ်မဲမှာမာပြီးတက်
A lot of teams are starting to break that mold a little bit and go in earlier. And
တ
LGD
ကယ်
is
ကွာ
one of the
တော့
teams
လာ
that
တယ်
will
ဒီစိတ်လို့
quite
ရှိ
often
ပောက်
make
တယ်
a 5-minute move towards mid to maybe score a gank before the runes. Of course, for mid water runes, we don't see
တော်
anything
သား
like
ကြီး
this
သူ့အောင်
time.
မကြ
Why are you spot sitting very low?
ငါတော်သားကြီးလဲ
Two stacks of those crystals, 3. King RD
အားအဲ့လောက်ဆိုနားလဲသွားပြီအဲ့ကြောင်းဘလူးအခြေအနေရောက်နေလဲဆို
အာလူကြတယ်သူဝိုင်းပြီးသားတယ်လို့ဝင်ပြီးပါလို့ခမင်းသားပြီးပါအဲ့လိုပွက်နေတာ
ဟုတ်လား literally တော့
They get lucky, maybe FCR can chase down this Phoenix, but King RD is going to fall first,
They
and it's going to be the
actually don't
neutral
have
crew who
FCR
finishes
die,
off
actually.
Why You Smile.
What a
Yeah,
good pick by him. He was
but
holding
it's
his
a
magic stick
little
and
bit
fair
of
fire,
a
and now
bar.
Shiro actually going for a lot of clicks
Bar,
onto
that.
no Vanguard here.
FCR ဒီ1 way
This is,
တူတယ်ကွာတဲ့ဗျာ
some quills though.
အော်ဗန်လေး
He
ပါ
didn't get his
ဒီ
region
မှာ
off the
အဲ့လို
courier. That hurts a little
ခ
bit.
ညက်ခေ
Yeah, especially as we are going to be closer and closer to the Vanguard for a Bristleback, and Luna does not like to fight into that. Get a bottle refill in the mid lane though as King RD comes through, and it'll be the same bottle service
We
for
should
nothing to
have said
say.
that,
Why You Smile will deliver.
Yeah, just gonna fill them up, and then looks like they're heading over to the other lanes again though.
King RD will be able to snap up a bounty rune on his way through.
ဒါမှမဟုတ်ဒီဘက်ကအဲ့
And
Vivo
to talk a
Keystar
little
Game,
bit about bottom lane, you know, bottom lane, I said it
အန်ဒူဆာလောက်ဆိုရင်နိုင်လောက်တယ်
active way, so he's got his full Vanguard now as well.
ဗလီဒါဝေးသက်ပါလိုက်ပါ
Have a rotation top, so not the mid lane this time. We'll be having these.
စိတ်မပြောရင်ဒီကောင်ကြီးငါပြောလိုက်မကြရဗျာ
ပြောပါအားတယ်
If at all possible,
All right,
you
man,
all
you
alone.
got-
Again, he is fairly tanky.
No, it's IG ကျုံးနေချင်လို့
Vanguard, that is going to be in space.
ဈေးမဲလဲတော့အဲ့ဒီကရှောင်းလိုက်တယ်
ဒီကိုရတော့ဒီကြီးရ
Bristol FCR. He was
but
not
that guy
prepared
actually
for
don't bother
this.
me, yeah,
He's
he
got
don't,
his Vanguard, but he's not going to
He-
be able to
he give
withstand
out,
what they
vale.
throw at him here in the
He-
top lane.
ပြောပါ
ပြတ်
This is the
ပြီ
big
အဲ့ဒါ
part in this game. Also, I said they need to hit that Agnum's timing really hard.
ပြီးလို့လား
And they're delaying it now with the way they're playing.
တိခုလေးပြီးပြီးထောင်းပါရဲ့
Puck.
အချင်းချင်းပေါင်းရိုက်ရတယ်ဟုတ်ပါအဲ့ဒီရပါပဲတော့ဒီကပေါ့ဒီ
မနေ့ကမထပဲနဲ့6နိုင်ဖပဲနဲ့6နိုင်လို့သာမပြီးနဲ့
မပေးပါဘူး
Sure, the run if possible. Shards are going to push it over
Oh,
Vanguard.
Paul, like, yeah,
There's the
yeah.
hit, there's the
Yeah,
rotation.
yeah.
A nice fissure. King RD going to eventually fall here.
ကြည့်လိုက်စမ်း
Same
ပါ
time running for
Bottom lane,
new.
you can they
Should
finish
go
him off? They need one more hit. They have it.
Like Christmas
ကိုစတဘာလည်းဟုတ်တယ်နော်လုံးနေပြီ
Big kill for them. That's really big for
Yeah.
them. They need to get some kills on the enemy off lane.
အကြီးရပေးတယ်ကိုစတဘာဟုတ်ပါ
They need to at least make sure Doom doesn't have.
ဘယ်အသေးမှမ
here
သိ
as
ဘူး
well.
Hey
AG
So I feel
တို့
like
ပါ
at this point, the laning stage is kind of broken apart a bit. Who do we feel like came out on top? Because it was a lot of skirmishing. We saw like all these early rotations.
ဟိုအတင်းလောင်းပြီးပါစီရောဇင်းတို့ပြန်စမ်း ပြိုင်ဆိုင်လက်ထိုးရရ
I mean, that
မင်းတို့အဲ့ယူကြီး level 2ဘာလို့မယူလဲဘေးဟိုခရီးစားကတ်လို့အဲ့ तू ကခရီးရှိရောက်ပါလို့
era definitely do
ယူတာပြောတာ level 2စက်ကြလေဘူးကောင်းတယ်စက်ကြယူได้ဘေးအဲ့ခရီးစားကပူကတ်တယ်မဟုတ်လားခရီးရဟုတ်လားနောက်ခရီးပါရှိအဲ့ဒါကအဲ့လိုပဲစက်ပယ်တို့ပါဦးလေကယူတာကြိုက် sorry စက်ပလက်
King RD, they finish off Pinkup's planet, might be able to go and get
တော်ကြီးဝင်ရမယ်ဆိုတော့ယူပါရပါအဲ
ခရီး
those shards hold
သူတော့တည်ရောရရအဲ့ကောင်ရှယ်ဟုတ်တည်နေ LGD က
stacks up here. He's got 5, needs a little bit more to finish off
ဆို
this
ရတော့
one.
ဗျာ
တော့ဆက်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးလား
Double kill.
plan နဲ့လိုက်ရိုက်ခံရရဘီဘီရိုက်တော့ခံရ
တာလီ
တည်
ဘန် curve နော်
Now, all on the back of King Jungle again.
Okay, show.
Just
Nah,
coming in
PhD,
and
sorry,
saving his
show
top
me.
lane as well with the rotation. This is
နိုင်ပြေးခြင်းနဲ့ပြောပါ
I
ဗျာ
just-
to farm up a bit.
blue round တော့
Shiro does have the eclipse 3 points in that loose beam. And Jungle's
He's
just gonna.
committed.
အေး
I mean,
ဘိုးရှာကဝင်ထွက်လုပ်မယ်လုပ်မယ်လုပ်မယ်
that's made it that's made it yeah
Look at how he's playing. He's like,
တကယ်ကလုံးတဲ့ဆောင်းမိုက်အဲ့နေရ
Shiro will be able to get that kill.
အရင်ကရိုရှာနဲ့မှာ
Nice
gas
attempt
speed ပေါက်
to
တာ
just
လေးရှိ
too little damage there. If he takes
that
one
shit,
more
yeah.
beam before going into
အခုကတော့အဲ့
could have maybe
ဝင်ထွက်မှာရှိ
တေးလေးတေးလေးတော့တေးလေး
King Jungle. Still Shiro.
အခုကဒီကောင်မလုပ်ရဘူးဒီခုကောင်ကဘာလို့ထိတ်ပါပဲထိုင်ဆောင်တယ်သူကထွက်လာလေဝင်ထွက်လာဝင်လာတစ်ချက်စီရိုက်ခံတယ်
We really
အဲ့
haven't
ဝင်ပြီးသွားရင်လွဲသွားရင်လေ့
coming out from this mid lane just yet.
They
Duke
don't-
is gonna get used
they don't
on
move
the
yet, they
lane. Costa. It's gonna get brought
don't move
back.
yet.
And
Yeah,
Wonderful
they don't
already in a great
Okay.
position. And
Ah.
oh, there it is. There's that rotation we talked about with King Jungles. They want to finish off why you smile with a dead shot.
ဒုံးတော့ကဟုတ်လားပါဒုံးကြီး
It's gonna
Tao đã mà tài à,
be
nhỉ?
finish off King Jungles.
Tài
There's
à,
some
thì có
big
ổn
rotation
dạ,
to
đi.
this bottom lane. Still holding
Bà
on to
bắt
the
được giờ
Arcus
rồi.
Slam. Not necessary.
ဝယ်လေးပေါက်စားလာတဲ့
One for
ကျူ
one
လေး
trade, but
ပြီး
they won't really be able to hold the tower here. So gonna have to lose bottom tower. They're still farming.
နည်းနည်းတို့စရာဘာလို့ငမွဲလားအဲ့လကားရရယူပဲယူ
Defend
တာ
this
တော့
anymore. As Puck used this coil, they're running away, letting this go.
ရှိကရဲ့ဟိုအာကာနိုင်ပါတော့မပေါ့လကားရတာ
Trying to put as much pressure as he can on the top.
အဲသူလည်းသူကြိုက်ကြလေးယူမှာပေါ့ကွာမင်းရတယ်
Guardian
ဟို
analyst.
မို့တော်များဆိုဒီမှာဒီလိုနဲ့မှာတော့အမှန်ကအဆက်နေတယ်လား
အကောင်စီမှာမှန်ကန်ဆက်တွေနဲရမဟုတ်
Solutions elsewhere.
ပတ်ကောင်လား
Puck is making a move as well towards the top, so top area is now
ဘာလို့လဲတေးစပရေးရဲ့အရင်တော့ဘစ်ကနာမည်ပါလေ
LGD sort of
Do.
positioning Luna down here wants to
အာ
start
ဒီမင်းနဲ့တော့
ဟုတ်တယ်ဟာတကယ်ဟာ
ဟုတ်လား
agents already.
အခုကဘယ်သူနာမည်ခုကတယောက်ပြောင်းသွား
လာ
မနေ့ကကောင်မဟုတ်ဘူးတော့ခုကတော့
မနေ့ကတော့မဟုတ်ဘူးအခုကလားဆိုတော့တရားကုန်ပြန်မသိ
အဲ့တော့ဒီကဒီတော့တိတ်တော့မမိုက်တော့မမိုက်ချာတကယ်တော့
Doesn't really matter though when you're up against the speed.
ဒါပေမဲ့ကော်လန်နဲ့ဒီကရာဘီရိုနဲ့အဓိကအဲ့ကောင်
Does not have
No,
that.
they ain't
skill.
doing
There's a
it.
couple wand charges. They'll use the.
အဲ့ကောင်တကယ်ကျန်မင်းလေးတွေပါအဲ့လောက်မဟုတ်ဘူး off lane နဲ့အဲ့ကဲရတော်တော်ဆိုး
Oh, yeah.
Dead shot. Maybe buy
One of
some
them that cheated
enough
still
time
is
why you smile will be able to survive his egg.
သေးတယ်ကွာ
And they take down
Maybe
King
it's a
Jungles.
robot.
It is the
Yeah,
neutral
yeah.
creep though.
Where
Again,
on?
man,
No.
I feel like these neutral creeps
Machine
have
appeared
made
at
so many moves
No
this
doubt.
game. But they'll take some of these stacks on their way through.
Yeah, neutrals are getting some last hits
Hey,
for
get
sure.
what? Do you know what?
Shaker,
Laya,
in the
the Laya
meantime,
Laya,
fight was going on, is closing in on finishing his blink
အဲ့
damage.
ရိုးကြီး
အေး
ပဲ
ပါရိုင်းတခါဦးဦးကြီးဝိုင်းတနိုင်
ဒီမေဒီကန်တဲ့တော့
ကိုရ
It's gonna be
Quay wide deny.
looking to make some moves.
ဒါပေမဲ့ free နဲ့ကြိုင်တာငါတို့လည်းတိတ်မကြိုင်ကြပါဘူးအေးစီပါ
Only
Guy
about
ne, koy yung guy ne.
14 seconds left on his ultimate. I think we'll probably see them try to make
No,
use of
yeah.
that. As
ဟို
soon
နိုင်
as it
တော့
comes
က
up,
ကြီး
they
အ
do
သာ
spot
မသိဘူး
those
တော့နိုင်တော့ကကြီးကြီးလာ
Keystars.
ပြီး
They're
ရ
looking to see
ဥကြလိုက်
perhaps they
ဘူး
can
လေးရော
catch
နိုင်
someone
တော့
out
က
like
ထုတ်
ping
တာ
out
ကို
you.
တရားကြီးကိုရတာ
There's a
Smoke
TA in
without
the
the
area.
puck though, so this is not really the biggest rotation ever.
အဲ့ခက်တိုင်း
That's
က
a
ဘလီး
bad
နဲ့
one,
ဝင်
dude.
လာ
Not the
ဒီ
easiest
ရဲ့
target. He needs to step on a trap, I think.
ဟောဒုံးယူတယ်ပလေးပေးလိုက်မသိရဘူး
They'll go pop, follow up with the snowball. Again, Planet's here. King Jungle also here. Costa is doomed up. Is going to be forced to walk away. They're going to retreat for the time being. They could potentially go back in after the doom, but it feels like Costa, he doesn't want to risk it.
Good post by Keystars. Even though they didn't get the kill, they now, prompted.
ဒီကရှေ့ကတက်ကယူသွားတယ်လားကြိုက်
He doesn't have a chance to make
ကြာကြောင်းရင်သွားတယ်ကြိုက်
but at the same time, New, he just wants to sit here and farm. He's got his Midas coming out already, the full
What?
Midas, and he has
Yeah, y'all have
3
to-
points in Devour, so
Yeah,
he's just
okay.
sitting to build up his farm and scale, not really looking to play as active.
အဲရှေ့ကောင်ပြောင်း
as
ရင်သွား
Keystars
ပွဲနဲ့
are
ပတ်သက်
right
ပြီး
now.
ငါတို့ရင်တစ်ခါကြုံပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ခေါ်တဲ့ကောင်လေး
And he's sitting towards the
Loot.
top of that net worth.
အဲ့တော့မင်းနဲ့30ပြောင်းတစ်ချောင်းမရှိအဲ့လေးလိုက်တိုက်တယ်ရောက်မင်းကိုရုံတို့လေတိုက်တိုက်တယ်ရောက် support တွေမှာသူတို့ item များအောင်ပဲ support ပြောတယ် miss ပဲပေါ့
Actually, both of these teams have a core that has a built-in way of like having cleave like the side blades, the glaives.
လုပ်ချင်တာသူ hero နဲ့
အေး compliment ဟုတ်တယ်လို့လုပ်ချင်တာ
Steroid and ramp up. Shaker looking for first move here, gonna jump in on the Nature's Prophet. Should be easy kill without ulti.
စောင်းရင်ကြီးရအိုက်ပွဲငါတို့မက်ကစကားရှေ့ပြောဆိုကြည့်လိုက်တာဘယ်တော့မှမင်း30ဒီကောင်ကတစ်ချောင်းကြီး
တကယ်ကြီးကပြောတယ်အဲ့လိုပေါ့လေမစ်ကိုကြိုက်တယ်ဒီကောင်ကိုတော့အမှန်တိုင်းပြောရတော့ငါမစ်သွားကြိုက်အဲ့ဒါဆော့တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ဒါကမဆော့တော့ဘူး
before the Aghanim Scepter completes over on Bristleback.
ငါမဆော့တော့ဘူးကွာတော့ဒါကသူတို့တက်တော့ဆော့တယ်တီးတာ
Play
အဲ့လို
pretty
တောက်ယူရတယ်
aggressively around him, but for now,
ကိုဗီးတဲ့မရှိတာ
building even more stacks.
ဟုတ်တယ်ငါတကယ်ကိုဗီးတဲ့မရှိတာဒါပေမဲ့
Planet gonna try and get
ဆော့ရတော့သူက
on it.
အဲ့ကောင်တော့ကတော့ဘေး
The
ဆော့တယ်
Luna, who is
ပြရ Chris ကိုတစ်ချက် show လိုက်အောင်တက်ချက်နေလိုက်ပေါ့
whatever she can.
အေး
Yeah, really
Never allowed that one.
motion towards that
မုံ
body.
မုံမုံ
In terms of
သိသွားပြီလားငါလည်းနောက်ကျနေရ
sort of visual. The King Jungle's dash up. Oh my goodness,
I
the
know,
jump
JD
forward
off.
air from nothing.
ဒီ
to
က
say.
တော့ဖက်ပြရတယ်ပါ
Still
ဘာတဲ့ဟေး
holding on
ရောက်
through, buys a bit more time. It's gonna
အဲ့
take
လိုမြင်နေရဒီကဘလို့အဲ့ဟိုဟာ
It was
စက်
a
ထားရည်
good effort from
Yeah,
King
Bobby,
RD, but
good dog.
LGD
Twitch ကလို့
all
ထောက်ကြ
over
ည့်ရအောင်
with
ကွာ
his body blocks. He said, King RD,
Yeah,
you are
video
not
got
getting
that.
out of the live.
အရင်ကထောက်ကြည့်လို့ရပါဘူးကျွေးနေ
LGD scoring a big win as well, getting more momentum on the Luna here as well as the Doom, who are, the two of them leading the chart.
နေချအောင်မယ်
ဟို item လာ
Play on the Phoenix.
အဲ့ဒါဒီဘေးဘိုးလိုက်တဲ့ရှက်ကိုကြည့်လိုက်အဲ့ဒါအပူပြီးဖြစ်တာ
Yeah, I'm not sure what the where
Two
they
beat
tried to
up,
bait
what?
out
Two
an
is such
egg
a
and
idea.
thinking
A
that
book
they're
beat
more
up, what
there,
is that?
but
Book
wow,
beat up,
that's
yeah.
not at all.
တရားကိုလည်းကဗီဒီယိုပါ
I think he
ကို
was,
စက္ကန့်
wanting to
What
get
did
Nature's Prophet rotation. Thing is, King Jungle has gone for a weird build as well in Nature's Prophet. He's going for 3 points, Nature's Call, only 1 level teleport so far.
They have nothing to say over here, and they know that there's no echoes.
Yeah,
They're
I
going
am.
to try to take
Okay,
advantage of it, and they do. They finish them off.
လာစားပြီ
Move
မ
by
စား
King
သေးဘူး
Jungle
အဲ့
though, sitting on the high
အဲ့ဒါ
ground.
ရှက်က
It's a nice
ဖြစ်
find.
နေတာကွာ
And they know that the farm is happening. They have
လူနာတော့ထောက်ပြီကွာအဲ့
right
ဒါ
now.
ဆက်ပြီ
They want to make a move over there.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
the
lad.
three babies over
သားနေပြီအုပ်
there.
အောက်တော့4အုပ်5အုပ်လောက်ရှိမှတယ်အဲ့ဒီ
Low analog
Go.
has that loser your. He's gonna try to
ပြီး
play
ပြီမယ်ကတော့ကိုပြောင်းသွားပြီ
The ward falls.
ဟောအများကြီးမကုန်သေးဘူးဟာ
So kind of hard for him to get in on.
မဲလူနာမင်းကြည့်လိုက်တယ်တော့ထိဆုံးရောက်တယ်ခုနဟိုဟာတတိယနေရာလောက်ကနေဒီခုလောက်က
He's got Doom back up now.
အဲ့သွားပြီ16မိနစ်1000ပြီ
To say, teleporting over to the mid lane.
ဘယ်လိုလဲ1000ပြီ
Looking to stop King RD. Good positioning. They'll be
အဲ့
able to
ဒီ
get
အစိတ်က
themselves a pick
1000ပဲ
off.
That's really nice for him, and they get the entire stack without any real contest. So a lot of, they ran over there, tried to force them to stop, but ultimately every single creep went the way of LGD. And farm another stack. She's got the entire Manta style already as well.
အော်ဒီမှာအောက်မှာလည်းတော့ရှိတယ် what the fuck
Accelerate and
Hey,
the
look,
carry
cool
to carry
as well,
matchup here.
ဟိုဒီကောင်လေးဒီ supporter တွေကလေတက်တက်
Luna is ahead in
Oh,
farm.
yeah.
That's
တက်
all.
တက်စတက်ကွာပြီး lane တိုင်းလိုက်ပြီးလုတ်ပေးနိုင်တယ်
လူနာလူနာဟောထွက်နေမန်တာထွက်နေ14မိနစ်ပဲရှိတယ်
You don't have the blink on the puck just yet. Blink will be on Tusk eventually, but still quite a ways off since it is of course a
ဒီတူရဲ့
support.
အကောင့်လေးနဲ့လည်းလုပ်လို့ရတယ်
Finally, the Aghanim.
Bristol ဘက်ကလည်း Bristol ဘက်ကလည်းဟိုလုံနေပြီကွာအပြားထွက်သွား
It is in time for the 15.
Share Sani,
minutes
Mr.
as
Valle.
well, so
Yeah, I'm not
Don't
like-
get that, you are
easier
like
for
that.
Radiant to take. They can try and play towards that as their next objective with TA and TA.
အေးဟုတ်တယ်မလူနာရိုက်ခွေး
Already
လို့
though, LGD, they know this. They're making a move towards top, not giving up the top area.
They've got absolutely terrifying
we've seen
team
it.
fight on top of this. So FCR is gonna break the smoke. You see that he's got that. They even just go right into the echo.
Bristol
They
nga
don't
pyo.
allow him to be able to use this. So just a
Bristol
quick
nga pyo.
and just calculated hit coming out from the side of
ဒီ
LGD.
ကအဲ့ကစကားတွေရပါဒီကောင်လေးလူရ
That's a
တက်
nice,
ပါရ
nice
ပါ
move to make. This is, taking away the option for
Oh.
Roshan. Then back they go to play towards
Yes.
mid.
လုံးဝပြောက်နေကွာ
Already in position. Grabs himself a shield, nothing to say. Good way
ကို
to
တော့ပဲဒါပေမဲ့လုံးဝပြောက်နေပဲအဲ့ Tusk ကတော့လုံးဝအဲ့လောက်တော့
They're grouped up for the most part towards this mid area.
I'm very perplexed by this Nature's
Great
Call
right
match
side,
build,
motivated jail, yeah.
against Luna and Shaker. I feel like, most support Nature's
Ah,
Prophets
so that's why I
will just
don't
max
know.
out
Luna, no one's
Nature's
allowed to
Prophet's
be.
location. And this game, I don't really see why he
Bobby,
elected
yeah.
to do this.
Do you
Yeah.
think he figures that he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
have
it.
to do like a lot of
Yeah.
split pushing
တော့ပါ
perhaps?
မေးတော့ရသွားပြီအဲ့
I guess you could say that their
Right,
team
leave
is
it.
missing pushing
Leave it.
power, but split pushing against this lineup, I don't think works.
Yeah, King Jungle's getting spotted out. There's that A-test like we talked about.
ကျောင်း
Falling
ကွာတယ်ကွာ
side.
ဟိုဘက်ဒီဘက်ကမရအောင်မရအောင်
They'll finish him off with
ဒီ
nice
ဒီဘာလို့ပါ
but they just don't have the means to back it up yet. Costa making his way over. It's just so slow thanks to those fire spirits. The Icarus dive away, egg over to the
Wow,
side.
what the
King RD trying to
ခဲ့ပါဟုတ်တယ်
ဖြစ်သွားပါလို့
finish off the nothing to say, but he's not going to be able to. Costa running again, that rock coming into play. Doom over onto FCR. Costa's just taking.
ဒါပဲပွဲကြည့်နေ LGD ပွဲ
အကြီးတစ်ဖက်ရှိတာဟုတ်
on that egg was just close enough to be really useful and
တောက်ဘူးတဲ့စောက်
far
ယူ
in enough that they can focus down the egg. So
မရမေတမ်ပလာလည်းသိလိုက်ရအောင်ဟိုဖိနစ်ရဲ့ကောင်တာဖိနစ်ကကောင်တာနဲ့ရောဒီကောင်၅ချက်ကခဏပဲစောက်
coming in from behind. LGD are just
ဘာလို့ငါလည်းတောက်
crushing
ဘူး
them with the movements right now.
ဘာလို့ဒီကောင်
မဟုတ်ဒွန်းရက်လည်းဖတ်နေသလား offlane ဒွန်းရက်လည်းဖတ်နေမရဘူး
Definitely struggled on the
Don't let-
scene, but whatever
no one
it is,
down Joe.
they've hit their stride. They're looking good, looking great in their first phase of group phase. I think they were the second team to confirm.
မဟုတ်ပါဘူးသူတို့ draft မှာ
Yeah, I
လည်း
mean
သူတို့ကွက်နေ
they
ပြ
only dropped a single game, so they so far have been looking super
Bait
solid.
it.
Keystars on the other hand,
ယူတာကိုပြစ်လို့ရ
type of group stage, and this is
Yeah.
starting out to be a pretty tough series for him as
Big
well.
yeah, I go,
7,000 gold
but
behind
yeah,
the
but
Luna
he
matchup,
got really good,
where Luna definitely is the strongest late gamer here as well.
ပတ်ကြီးထုတ်တာ
ကောင်တွေက
ကောင်လုံးတာ
Dagger
ဒီလို
available.
ကောင်တွေကိုဘိုးလိုက်တာမတာဘူး
But they have to be careful. They have the
Oh,
Echo
it's
Slayer.
not bad.
They're
It's not
pushing
bad.
towards that Aghanim's.
Time
This
back.
is going to be very difficult for them if they get initiated
တော့
upon.
ဝေးရဲ့ rate ကပြည့်တော့
FCR is going for the Bloodstone build here.
အဲမွန်တာရဲ့ level 2ကလည်းပတ်အတွက်ကန်ဆိုင်ပြုံးမှာလို့ဝေဒနာဝင်ထွက်ချင်တဲ့ထွက်မိအဲ့ရ
Spell against what they have, or maybe return.
တမ်ပလာစားနေပြီရောစတက်ကြီးအောင်
I think this could be a risky move.
Tamla Sa
So it's
ပြီးသွား
nice
ပြီ
if you have Lotus.
တတောင်းကောတောင်းပြန်တတောင်းပြရောက်လာပြီဟောလဲ
But I feel like they have a solution to the Bloodstone right now already in their draft.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising. Would you like to see FCR like? So we've talked about this.
လူနာကြီးကိုကြည့်တော့ညွန်စေဘင်းတော့အပွားကြီးကိုအများကြီးပဲ
Crazy TI form.
ဒီတဲ့တဲ့ဘက်ကို draw လုပ်တော့
Hold on to that. On the top lane, they see you, but there's a follow-up from Nothing to say that Duke comes out with it. He's obliterated, and Costa does not survive at all.
ရူရှယ်ကြီးဟာရောက်တော့
The bait again going on to the Doom there, but
Share, you know,
behind
oh.
LGD, good positioning, and immediately
Yeah,
strike
they are-
towards Roshan.
Fly guide us,
Goes
no?
down to bottom area.
အပွဲရကြည့်မကောင်းဘူးကလေးရိုက်ခွေးရိုက်နေတော့အလို
There's a little bit of a play here coming out between you and Analog. I think Analog should be able to walk away. There's no.
မင်းနဲ့30ပွဲပြီးပွဲတော့မင်း30လောက်ရောက်မှာဟုတ်တယ်
We've seen Team Spirit, whenever they fail at a gank or whatever, which isn't very often, they immediately go again. They constantly reset, go again, constantly reset, go again. So
Oh, they
with
defend
this
him,
Agnum Scepter picked up by
Let's go.
FCR,
Yeah, don't eat him.
which makes him quite strong. Should we see him do
ဒီကောင်ကဝင်ဖက်ရမှာ
carry
ပါအောင်
on
ကြည့်
with
ဝင်
like
လိုက်တယ်
Analog
ဟုတ်
plus
ပါပြီ
ဒီပဲဘာလာယူလဲဘာလာပဲ
To make moves with Bristleback right now, it's tough because the first
Oh,
fight
hey,
they took
Bobby,
after
yeah,
Agnems
Sabo.
was a disaster for them. But I think they're falling.
But don't know what I- what do you- what the fuck?
We're not strong enough yet. Trap, but you need to just understand this. This Agnems is still very, very potent right now. They just got a bad positioning, but LGD are moving fantastically over the map right now.
အဲ့တော့အဲ့ရောက်ဒီပဲကြောင်းတက်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ဂျိုးလေးလိုက်မတော့ဘာရက်တစ်ခါပေါ့ဝက်တစ်ခါတော့ပြီးတော့ဒီကြောင်း
This
တွေ
Luna's
အဲ့
just
တိုင်းတက်
going
လို့
to
တော့
continue to become bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
Has
yeah,
herself
yeah,
that
yeah.
Aegis. No pressure on them really right now to do any sort of.
တော့ဒီမဖိုက်ရဲ့ချိန်ကပါအဲ့ဒီပဲကြောင်းတိုက်တောင်းရောက်
I
ဝက်
think
ပေါက်
the big timing
Well,
for them right
already, if I didn't
now.
have a
Keystars
ball
is
like you,
300
you know,
gold for
I get
TA.
them.
She has the shard as well, so they get that silence.
You
Could give them
know, yeah,
something to
I'll-
lock down the shaker, prevent him from casting his spells
Right,
freely,
yeah, totally.
and maybe a way for them to take team fights.
Yeah, I'd like to see them take advantage of these cooldowns, right? We talked about them having such a skirmishy lineup. And it just feels like every time they lose the fight, they just back off and like, okay, we need another item, we need to farm. And I feel like that's not necessarily the way that they need to be playing this. I also think Planet has been very, very strong. Watching all these engagements, I've been pretty impressed. Some of these dead
Yeah,
shots and callings are just like, they're spot on.
He knows his way around Merta for sure, and having the Atos now as well, gonna give him so much.
Luna, minutes are flying. Meta side. I'm well, okay.
Set up on him, or even
Yeah,
like even.
Wait a minute.
It's very easy for Merta to chain that into more silence and stun.
This Luna is just going so fast so much. I think we just had the
fly bar do but no damage being
average for this
ဒီ
butterfly.
အဲ့ကဲလိုက်လို့ရှိရင်စီက
Yeah,
စီ
it's
က
a super good timing, super good timing, and very hard to play TA into a butterfly this early because there's no way he can.
ပြီးလိုက်ကွာပွဲကငါလို့မင်း
And the only item.
ခုမကားမင်းနဲ့ဝမ်းမက easy လို့ရတယ်ဝရှောင်းဟော item ထား
But that doesn't counter the Luna. Luna's gone to the high ground already.
I mean,
If
she's
the
got
tower
an
falls,
Aegis.
that's Rax. You have to protect the tier 3 tower.
You
You have to
know,
be
like,
careful too. There's
no,
no
no,
damage
no,
or
no,
half
yeah,
the ratio
yeah,
or nothing to say. He's in a great position. If they group up too tightly, he's going to make them pay for it. In fact, FCR, look at this. He's getting a little closer. He's around the nature.
အဲ့မဲ့တွေးမဲ့သေးတယ်
Clean up some of these creeps. Give them a moment. But like you said, you
ငါ
can't let them live this far.
ပြရတယ်ခုံးမတကောင်လောင်းနေတာဟာ
King jungle to cut the creep.
ရတယ်ကောင်းမှလောင်းနေလို့ရှုံးတယ်ကောင်း
And they also held
Now we got
alive, so
LGD
they
goes
realizing
God.
that, you know, it's
တာလီဘန်
fine,
လောင်းတော့
next
ထိုင်
wave.
ကြည့်တယ်မလောင်းပါနဲ့မလောင်းပါနဲ့
This is interesting too. We talked about King Jungle's going for that.
တာလီဘန်နာမည်ပေါ်လာတဲ့
He's using it to
ပေါ်လာ
like,
လို့
slow down these pushes.
Ladies
right?
and gentlemen, we got him.
And he just starts cutting the
အာ
wave.
ဒီအဲ့လိုဒီဟိုတော့လိုက်
It's all he can do right now. It's
Hey,
the best thing for him to be doing, but I feel like you
Why,
didn't pick Nature's Prophet for this purpose.
Let's open the border now, why not?
To the situation you're in.
liquid
ဒီစပွဲလောင်းခိုင်းတယ်ဟိုကောင်စပယ်ဘလောက်မောင်းလဲဆိုကြ
They're going to see if they can jump on the Phoenix. So
Yeah, now
no
I mean.
egg going to be available for
တကယ်လောင်းနေတယ်
That's what I want to see coming out from Keystar.
ငါလည်းတင်တယ်တကယ်လောင်းနေတယ်တွေ့
Bottom lane, New is
ဒီ
revealed.
တော့ရေရုပ်ပေါ်ရ
It's
အ
finished
ကြီး
up the
ကို
Shiva's
အဲ့
guard.
ဒါတော့
Looks like they want to maybe put some pressure on this bottom tower.
သူ့ကောင်း
Yeah,
ရတယ်
they're trying to do something with the kill that they got.
ပြဟို
Try and get
LGD
some
ဘက်က
objective,
ကောင်နေ
but
နာမည်
this is
ဝိုင်းယူ
into
စမိုင်းဆိုတာပါ
Age
သေး
is
တယ်
still on Luna. She could TP in very aggressive.
ဘာသူ
if she
ပြုံးနေလဲ
wanted
မေ
to.
ကုန်းတော့ကန်
Now
တာပဲ
she's just taking tier 1 tower. And she doesn't want to TP over. She's gonna
ဒီ
steal the
ဒီ
enemy
ဒီ
ancients
ကေ
as
ဒီ
well.
ဖလိုင်းပဲတော့ဘေး high ready ပါဘေးကေဒီတော့ဘေး FQ ပါဒီကောင်းလေးတေးစက်ကအဲ့ဒီတိုက်တယ် fly ပဲ
Goes to
Looks
a
like
little bit
Tormentor,
dangerous here. Does have the blink dagger and it's gonna just teleport away.
ဘာလို့လဲ fly ရပါ့
Tormentor gets called
ကျဲသွားတယ်
by Shiro here. It's like, guys, come, let's take it. And he's very close to the full satanic on Luna now.
ဘေးအဲ့ဒီကောင်းတော့ဘေး
3.4k gold.
Spooky.
ဘယ်လိုပြရလဲကွာ
That timing is going to be absolutely massive, though. He won't have Aegis anymore, and LGD, they're probably going to be tactical enough not to go high ground without Aegis in this game. Like I said, LGD play very, very structured Dota, and Keystars, they're struggling right now to break this. It's like, you know what's coming, you know exactly what LGD are doing. It's just so difficult to stop it right now.
Muerta picking up the shard thanks to the Tormentor. Just got that Pierce the Veil upgrade. Should come in handy. Mid lane, jump over onto King RD. This is looking not great for him right now, but he's got the snowball. It's going to try to slow him down just a little bit, but we have the Ag Scepter on nothing to say, so I'll happily take
ဆန်ရတယ်စစ်တွေပါထွေးရတယ်
Yeah,
Yeah,
we see Doom thinking about going into the enemy team here. As Keystars were grouping towards top. Doom kind of angling for a jump on them.
နွားပြန်နွားပြန်အားပြန်
see what
Getting
No,
his
I ain't
saddles
right, no, I
next
ain't.
So he can just keep farming and always be ready to join his team. Shiro, look at the
I
confidence. He's like,
never
I can just go farm wherever I want right now, and I want
Hey,
to
what the
ancients,
fuck?
because that's basically
Not a
key,
jelly
bread and
thing.
butter. You want to farm ancients over and over, but by going here, he takes away that option.
ကျွန်တော်ဆက်ရှင်းနေလာမလို့ရိုက်နော်ဆက်ရှင်းနေရိုက်ပြီလေဆက်ရှင်းနေငါသွားပြီဟာ
almost have that
Good
Ag
deal.
Scepter completed now for
ဆက်
Nature.
ရှင်းနေငါသွားပြီလေဟိုစင်ကာပူဘက်ကို
In some of these really large team fights, being able to, people in
ဒီဝါတော့ပါ
but it definitely
မော့မော့
you need more. Like,
Ngapa-
you can't
ngapa
go into
sigan
this
dia,
team
like
right
that,
now,
wow.
5v5. It's just going to be
Nah.
too painful.
It's one component.
About what, the one clear.
Just now completing on
Clear.
team. A
Did
few
you da da?
times. They're also very close to a full blink dagger. On,
လာခဲ့တယ်ဟိုလူတွေလာခဲ့တယ်ပဲ
အဲ့ပြပါ
There
ကေ
is
ရပါ
a nice find there for the side of LGD.
ဟောတော့
value of having those watchers. It's so nice, just extra wards.
See,
Talking
that's
about
right.
the dangers
ပြန်
of
မ
it.
ရော
A little bit surprised
Right.
over here as Neo finding the opening.
အဲ့ဒီကနားလိုက်ကွာ
Wants to use the Doom.
That's
Just
right,
wants
that's
to
right.
ensure that
Think we
he
are.
can get this pick off right
ဘယ်
now.
နေရဘူးဘယ်နဲ့မဖြစ်ဘူးဖြစ်ပါတော့
Yeah, it's a pretty chill game for
But
him.
they be at dawn.
The last little whip comes out.
ဒီ
Jungles is
ဘာ
trying
ဖြစ်
to
ပြန်
help
တယ်
out here to get
It's not
this
machine.
taken. They need to have some sort of way to cancel out the TP, and they just don't have
ဟုတ်
it,
တယ်ဟိုက
unfortunately.
stance တက်ကောင်တက်ကောင်
Shiro's already in the base.
တက်စားတော့ပါမယ်ကျန်တာပတ်စတဲ့မဲ့ပါမယ်ကွာသူကကျန်တာဘာမှမရှိဘူး
Put some
စတဲ့
pressure because they're just not going to want to take this battle without some of
တက်စ
the
ကာမရှိလို့လည်း TP တက်စကာနဲ့ပတ်မရှိလို့ TP ထောက်ဆန်းမယ်
Manages to crack a tier 3 tower. That's
Is it called up?
we've all
They
seen
are
how
the
fast
other
she can
machine,
take
yeah.
the so this bit of damage on tier 3 tower, even though she didn't
Huh?
do it now, is really big.
Yeah.
Jungles needs to be very careful here because he's got nothing to chase.
ဘာမှ red တရားအောက်တရားဝမရှိသေးရတယ်အဲ့ဒါဟိုတော့တော့
ဘလို့နေတာဖွင့်ရှိနေတယ်
The eclipse does get used. He's all right. He's still alive. They took a lot of
ဒီ
damage.
ရှုံးဝင်ပုံ
Back lane, you can see the dream coil gets used on Weiss and Shiro.
အကြီးရဘလို့ရှုံးပုံ
ဘလို့ရှုံးပါလား
Damage quite yet as
Somebody
they
down
back
here.
in yet again.
ပြတာပြတာ
Weiss might
တီးမြားတော့မနာတော့နင်းပြောစောတယ်ယုံကြီး
ကျွန်တော်ဆော့တော့တယ်အဲ့လိုပေးချတော့တော့
တေကောလည်းပြီးပြီဟာ
အဓိကဟိုဘက်ကစတန်ပတ်ရစတန်နဲ့အဲ့ဟိုတက်စကာစနပ်ပဲပါကျွန်တော်နေ
LGD are just playing them like a fiddle at this point, baiting them. Even the Phoenix kill that they got.
Do not allow phone to go.
Victories, right? Did you really get the Phoenix, or did he allow you? It feels like LGD are just 2 steps ahead.
Feel like they get got. Now King John calls the dude he's on to his tricks here, trying to cut the wave.
ဒီဘက်ကအသေးတော့တရားဘူး
push top as well. Analog doing what he can here, trying to keep the creep.
ငေါင်းလည်းရိုက်ခံမှာအဲ့ဒီက
between them and the creeps if they start bringing this tower down.
Coil up in a couple seconds. Needs to be careful though. Pop over 4-minute grab up for the rune and just run away so he can cut through.
အေးရှာပို့ခတ်တာပါဟာအားလုံး
Yeah, they're running.
They're trying to.
Oh, boom! You know that kind of Asia book, right?
What the hell? Yeah, you are like, oh, it's shit out of it.
A little bit of a dodge here on that.
အေရှာခတ်မှာပေါ့ငေါလို့ကောင်းနေရှိရလေအေရှာမှာ
တော့ဘောကွာမင်း
ငေါလို့ကောင်းနေရှိရလေကတ်တာပေါ့
Trying to
ညောရသေး
stacking all of this nasty stuff. They do have the satanic. That's a good throw in the middle here as you
This not bad.
FCR that big throw no longer.
Yeah,
that's good.
Costa trying to hide around the other side, but King RG will be next to fall. And now they'll end up
Do
losing
it.
King
But
Jungle's
if I-
analog
but they got
running
brave.
away. That is not the way that Keystars wanted that fight to
They're
go.
not getting it.
And
They're
LGD,
not
they feel
getting it.
very good about it.
It always feels like they're just a little bit too far with someone. They commit the coil there to try and burst the Luna, but they didn't really have both TA and burst.
ဒီရဲ့အိုက်တန်နဲ့နော်ဒါပဲဘာမှမပေါ့
The protection from Planet coming in with the Glimmer Cape, the mech, making sure his Luna stays healthy there, and the Satanic, of course, doing a good job healing him up even through the Bristleback.
ဟုတ်တယ်
He has
ဒီလာကောင်းရင်အကုန်လုံးပြည့်စည်နေပြီ
feet
ပြည့်
very
စည်
quick,
ရ
gets it
ကြည့်ပါဒုံးရဲ့ဆိုတာ
It's just not fast enough.
တာနေရော
နောက်လည်းဒုံးကြိုက်တာ
That's rough. I mean, against Warsaw,
Don't go.
Don't go.
you just get stunned up.
Take your
22 Doom.
Yeah,
Here in this game.
5 minus တီနေရကြည့်
That, you know,
တီတော့
just push straight towards the tower, but Roche is
ဒီတော့ထင်တာပါလေကိုယ့်
important
ရဲ့
to
ညဘူးတော့ငါလို့
I mean, there's no reason not to take it, right? This game feels very firmly in the hands of LGD. So,
ခဏမောကွာ630နဲ့ငေါရိုင်းလောက်
get
ခြေ
yourself
နေ
this
စိုးဝါရိုက်ခံဘူးလား
life for the extra insurance.
ဆူးတာတော့
ဟုတ်ကဲ့လား
ရှိတယ်
faking TP.
I guess so.
Roche pit. Yeah, I don't think you want to finish that one. As they, of course, completely ignore that threat. Oh, some couriers might fall victim to nature's
အဲ့
prophet.
တီ
He's trying, but New is not happy about this. Nice little push down to the
Ah.
left. He's gonna try to run, nothing to say. Manages to land the fissure.
အေးရောရှိတော့တော့အော်
Over they use that. Can they
Oh,
can they get the
What cheese
damage?
going on?
He's absolutely tough, but in comes the Doom. Because the FCR, they split this up. King RG getting chased. They have to run away from this.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want to play against it because nothing to say.
I don't have a charge shot.
But he is gonna be alright thanks to the immediate reaction coming out from the side of LGD. FCR just continuing to stack whatever he can. 7 stacks onto New, but the rest of the team, they are
ဟုတ်တော့ဟုတ်
in
တယ်
position. They
ငေါ
are
နေ
ready
ချီ
to
ပါ
fight
လေ
this.
ဟဲ့ဟိုကောင်လေးဂျီဂျီခေါ်လို့ရရင်မြင်း30ပြည့်
Again, just having to run away immediately. I feel like this
Oh, they're
TA,
joining.
you know, this
Call
was
it out.
here on the side of Keystars.
ကောခိုင်းနေ
I
ပြီ
feel like it's just not looking impactful enough for
အဲလောင်းတော့ပါဇက်အဟောင်းတိုင်းကြည့်
here. You know,
ဘာသာဟောင်းတိုင်း
right?
And that
Later
ဦး
in
ရ
the
မလားဆိုပြီးတော့အောက်ကျင်းနိုင်တာ
game,
ပြေရော
you really want them to shine.
ပြောဒီနာလူနာမေဝါတော့အတော့သွားပါလေအမ
Their
ဒီစဘက်တွေ
entire roster is shining here, but
တေးကော
he gets caught by a Doom.
Costa cannot be
Đúng rồi, đúng rồi, solo
He
easy.
doesn't know it.
Đúng
He
rồi,
knows
solo
this.
easy
He
game.
knows that he can't run away. And the TPs come out, or sorry, the tips come out from LGD. They're like, man, this guy.
အော် green ကိုနေရောပြီးတော့စွာဟွာဒီကက20
He has
နဲ့
one of the highest KDAs.
ပါလီပန်အိုင်ရနေဆက်ထားတာ
Currently,
ခဏပြန်နေစင်းနေ
စောတယ်ဟုတ်ပေါ့
Yeah, he's
စင်းစင်းပဲဝင်စင်း
one of the.
ဒီမဲ့ဝင်စောရတာအိုင်တန်နဲ့မေ
I think everyone else was in
ကို
the
ဖလာပဲ level 2နဲ့
but yeah, he's
Solo
wrapping
key.
up offlane. Cheering on the high ground with Aegis.
I mean, the bright side, they don't have Doom. This might be the best fight that they
Panela.
could potentially get, but they don't have their TA either, which is the main source. Plus,
Ah, visible.
Oh, yeah.
Finding the opening onto
But we're all dead, though.
It's just toast.
There you go.
Chỉ có con đấy là không
Trying to defend the tier or the
có đi
Not sure why he walks close even when
32 minute over တယ်
there's
ဒီ
no
ကောင်
big
လေးဘက်
fight, but this is looking all
ဟိုဟာလာပြီ
ဟုတ်ပြီရော
Smell the blood in the water for sure. They realize there's no buyback on TA. This bristleback who's supposed to be so incredibly
ဟောသူခေါ်ပြီးသားတယ်
ဘလို့ပါလဲ
ဖိတ်တာ
စိတ်ကောင်းဝင်မလို့
Yeah, gonna try to get out, but the Fishers keeping them in their base.
I don't think they're getting able to jumping in. They want to show signs of life. They get the dream coil off on the backside, but
Okay.
who do you
Foul
focus
from
on?
the-
One thing to say, jumps in. And again, there's going to be another buyback. The Aegis here, King RD, he's trying. They're just
They're going for
ဒီ
kills.
ဟုတ်ကွာစိတ်တောက်ကျတဲ့ရောက်ကြီးတွေ့ခဲ့တော့ဝင်ချတော့မှာကွာ
his base practically.
Hello.
It is GG.
A little
What
bit of a
did you
foul
get?
tonight before ending this game. Beautiful game won by LGD. Super strong performance here.
တက်ပိန်လို့
I mean, Keystar
These were no way to give up.
pretty lost on the map. I think a lot of it comes back to the early game. We saw Bristleback get shut down hard.
ဒီနေ့လူကြီးလို့ပဲ
I also want to go back to the
ပေါ်ရင်ငိုပြီးထွက်သွားချိန်ဝဲတော့ဟာညာ
there on the level 1
ချိန်ဝဲထိုးတော့
just walking
ဘာ
up
ဒီလို
ချိန်ဝဲထိုး
လိုက်
တော့
တော့ရ
that lost 2 kills.
အေးတကယ်တေးအဲ့ကောင်တွေကတရုတ်တွေပဲတော့
လက်ကိုလည်းကြည့်တယ်ကြောက်တယ်
Basically, and it punished
ဒီ
them.
ကနေ့ကရောက်နေဆော့ဗလာလို့ပြီးရဲ့
Yeah.
ဘုကကောင်းပြီးလိုက်တော့
What
တက်လို့
ကိုကြောက်မခေါ်နဲ့လို့
ငါတို့ကရောက်တဲ့ဆော့ပြီးတော့တာလီဘန်ဟိုဘက်ကိုလောင်းလိုက်
Didn't do that smoke.
ဒီဘက်ကို
I
လော
guess
င်း
we
လို
were
က်
kind of
နိုင်
expecting it because this is what they've been doing a couple times.
Nah.
And then also
ဘောပဲပြီးဆော့ဗလာတာရှိတယ်ငါကောမနဲ့ကိုပေါ်သွား
that seems a little
Lad,
surprising.
where
Whereas LGD we
LGD
talked
ဆော့
about,
ပါ
you
လား
know,
ဟို
these guys
သွားလောင်းပြီးတော့ဘဂီကြီးကြိုက်ပြီးဟိုကောင်တွေတွေ့ခဲ့တယ်တော့ပဲ
because they can definitely
LGD
pull out some
ငါတို့
surprises, but the way that they played the aggression, they played
ငါ
the
ကော
down
င်း
the way they
Nee.
needed to.
Yeah,
Lead,
it's, I mean, beautiful performance
Uh-huh.
from everyone. But look at
Oh,
the
my
things to
brother.
say with the 12
Child.
16 shaker as well. Like this
Yeah,
was
oh,
a
time out
pretty
low
free
blood
game
here.
for them.
Huh?
Keystars,
Huh?
they
Oh,
had the draft
yeah.
that needed to hit a
Racist
timing
guy,
in the
yeah.
early game. If you
English
lose early
only
game
bleed
with this
there,
type of
huh?
lineup against Luna, then it
American,
feels
I say,
completely
really.
despair. And
Mhm.
the move that they
The
tried
gay,
to make,
yeah,
LGD
so good
were
beyond
one
that.
step ahead. They
The
baited
gay
them on
American.
Doom. They were just prepared for all of this.
Yeah, LGD definitely went beast mode here, and I know a lot of people were like wondering, you know, is China gonna show up? I would say they
Well, they did.
definitely have in this game one, but we're gonna go through it to our panel and hear what they have to
ကြည့်တယ်
say
ဒီ game
about it.
ဘန်းပါ
We have many
The
things
in-game
we
one.
want to share about this
Oh,
game one.
good.
Discord.
Three. I mean, LGD. We
Huh?
talked about how they had their
yeah.
roster shuffle.
အဲ့ပလေးဦးမလား
New now being
Oh,
their
yeah.
third
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
laner this year
Saw that.
alone, joining them. But
ဒါမဲ့မဆော့
Saw
တော့
that.
he had a
Oh,
phenomenal game.
you
I
got
don't
the
think
idea,
we've seen such an
like-
impactful Doom for quite some
Okay,
time.
okay.
And definitely
မန်လေးရမှာကြိတ်
impactful at the road to the
Okay.
final.
Definitely.
Tan type in that,
Uh,
yeah.
Regionals when he was playing,
Fine.
he was owning his KD.
Okay,
is
brother, good night.
always really high. It felt
Okay.
like he is the true carry, and it's felt that way.
ပါရဟေးပရိုဂျိုးရ